Okay, Eliza has a question here. She wants to add both an in and an out animation to the same clip. They're kind of like transitions, but here you apply them to a specific video clip in lieu of the transitions. And we can just barely make out here the top of her picture that she's using the legacy motions as opposed to the keyframe animations, the ones that you can apply keyframes to. But that's okay. We'll show her how she can use both of these, both the in and the out. So let's take a look at that. Here we have a really short 13-second clip. And let's go ahead and add an animation in and out. As I mentioned, she has these motion presets, they call them now. They used to be called them legacy. And these are the animations. So you select your video, and you're normally over here on the basic, but now you want to add animation to it. So we click animations. And here we have two different types of animations. We have the legacy animations, which are what they are. And then we have the keyframe presets, which if you apply these, you can then add keyframes, adjust the path, the curve, and all kinds of fancy stuff. But we want to deal with just the basics. And the question was, can we have both an in and an out? And so we're not going to make it very fancy, but we're going to make it distinctive between the two so we can see that, in fact, that they have two. So here we one that twirls around. We're going to go ahead and click on that. But notice here it says in and out. So when we're on the in, it's going to be applying the animation to the beginning of the clip. And once we switch over to the out, it's going to apply the out animation to the end of the clip. So we're on the in, and we're going to go ahead and do this twirly thing here. Just double click it. And right away, we've applied it. I double clicked on it. That not only downloaded it and dragged it down for me, but it also applied it to the beginning. And the way that we can tell that it's applied to the beginning is this little white arrow here at the bottom. Now, the other thing about this is and I'm going to expand this a little bit here, because if you look at the duration, it says it supports a maximum duration of 10 seconds. So this is a 2-second animation, and just to show that it actually works, let me just shrink this here so we can see the actual picture. Okay, so here we have the twirly motion. Okay. So if we wanted to extend the time on that, all we'd have to do is drag this out to whatever length we want. And we can see now that the arrow down here just became correspondingly along, matching up here. So now we have a 5-second twirl. So it's going to be probably a lower twirl. And there we go. Yeah, so that's a lower twirl. Okay, so that was the part one. Now part two was let's add an out animation. And to add the out animation, we click out. And we can now see the out is highlighted, and we have a series of animations here. And again, anything that has the pink diamond, you know that that's an extra charge if you wanted to use that. But there are quite a number of the old legacy types of things that we do here. Let's see if we can find one that's pretty distinctive. Okay, this one here shrinks down to the bottom. Okay, let's just double click on that. It downloaded it, and now we can see we have an arrow right over here at the end. We have now added an in animation and an out animation. And the in animation is just twirly, and the out animation is right here. So we got both animations to it. And again, we can choose here. Now you'll notice that this is adjusting the arrow on the out, and this is adjusting the arrow on the in. So this is how we can set how long we want the animation to last. So that's basically all you need to do, Eliza.